So far you have seen how to run the Playwright tests from Azure DevOps Pipeline, and also you have seen how to publish and attach the Playwright test report in the Azure DevOps Pipeline. In this video I will discuss how to update the test case status automatically in test plan. So we will see both the ways we will run the test cases from pipeline, and we will update the test case status in test plan, and also we will be running the test cases from the local, and then we will be updating the test case status automatically in the Azure DevOps test plan. Let's get started without wasting much time. So here is my sample test plan, which contains the two suites. One is the automation, second one is the manual. Automation suite contains the 4 test cases and manual contains the 1 test case, right? So we will refer the automation suite which contains the 4 test cases. So these are just dummy test cases I have added just for the demo purpose. And next you can see the outcome of the each test case. So currently you are seeing the active for each test case. After running the pipeline, you should be able to see the appropriate test case status updated here. And then here we have the test case ID. I have provided all these test case IDs in the Playwright automation test. So if you see here, so we have the first test case ID as 3 and insert the chapter 1. And here I have provided the test case ID as 3 within the square brackets. And then next test case ID is 8. And here I have provided the test case ID as 8 within the square brackets. So here I'm failing the test case 8 intentionally. Then we have the another API test. I'm providing the test case 10 and 11 in the API test. You can add the multiple test case IDs here just by separating the comma, right? So this is how you can add the test case IDs in the Playwright test title. Now let's see some of the configurations and utility methods which we are using for the updating the test case status. So here I will go to the .env file, and firstly we are adding the flag as yes here for the update test plan. So if it is yes value, then only we are updating the test case status in the test plan. Otherwise we are not updating the test case status in the test plan. And then you need to add the test plan ID and suite ID. You can get all these details from the URL. So make sure that you have clicked on the particular suite here. So here you will get the test plan ID and suite ID. So next we have the two URLs. The first one is get API URL. Second one is the patch API URL. So we are using the get API for the getting the test point ID for the particular test case. So by using the test point ID, we are updating the test case status. So if you look at this URL, so here we are adding the organization name and then project name, and then so here you need to pass the test plan ID, suite ID for the get API, and at the end you need to pass the test case ID. For the patch API call, so it is almost same. So at the end you need to pass the only test point ID which you are getting it from the get API call. And next you need to pass the Azure DevOps account username. And at the end you need to pass the Azure DevOps password. So that is the personal access token. You can pass it here. Simply you can go to the your user account settings and then click on the personal access tokens. So in my case, I have already created this one, and simply you can click on the new token, and here you can provide the scope of access. You can select full access or you can select the custom access and select the checkboxes for which you want to provide the access. And then you can click on the create account. Now let's see the utility methods. So here I will go to the src folder and then utils folder. I will open the common.ts file. So firstly, we are reading the JSON test report. Once the test case execution is completed, so Playwright will generate the JSON test report. So we are reading this particular report and we are fetching the each and every test case title and the respective status. And once we have all those details, so here I'm calling to the method called update test case status, right? So inside this, by using the get API, I'm getting the test point ID. So where I'm passing the test plan ID, suit ID and test case ID. So this particular method is returning us the test point ID. So by using this test point ID, so we are updating the test case status in the test plan. So if I go to the update test point status, so here we are making the patch API call, right? So here I'm passing the test case status, which needs to be updated in the test plan. So we are calling all these methods in the another TypeScript file called run update. So if you see here, so I have created a separate file and we are calling this particular file or we are executing this particular file in our pipeline. So if I go to the pipeline YAML file, so we are updating the test case status in the test plan. So here I'm running the run update TypeScript file, right? So this is present inside the src utils folder. So if you see here, so this file is present inside the src and utils folder. So far you have understood what and all configuration we have done for the updating the test case status in the test plan. Now let's trigger the pipeline and we will verify the test case status in the test plan. So here I will go to the pipeline. So I have already created the pipeline for this. So this is our pipeline. So let's click on the pipeline. Click on run pipeline. Again click on run. So it is trying to acquire the agent from the cloud. So execution is started. So it will take some time because we are running so many steps here. So firstly, it has to install all the dependencies, browsers, Node.js. So before running the Playwright test cases. So right now it is trying to install the Playwright browsers. So still it is doing some base setup here. All are active right now. Once the execution is completed, we should be able to see the appropriate test case status updated here. Now it has started downloading the Chromium. Then it started downloading the Chromium headless shell. Now it is downloading Firefox browser. Then finally it is downloading the WebKit browser. So it started running the Playwright Automation test. So if you see here, so it is running the 3 test cases. So it will take some time. So let me scroll down. So it is working as expected. So it is failing the one test case. So let me go to the execution output. So it is failing one test case and two are passing, which is expected. So right now it is running the update test plan test case status. So it is success. So right now it is trying to attach the artifacts. So we are done with the execution, right? So if I go back, so here you should be able to see the test results. So total test cases is 3, 2 are passing, 1 is failing. So that is the expected. So let me go back to the summary. And here you can see the Playwright test report also, right? Now let's go back to the test plan and verify the test case status. So let me refresh this test plan. And if you see here guys, so 3 test cases are passing and 1 is getting failed, which is the test case ID 8. So which is expected. So as I said, so we are failing the test case ID 8 intentionally, right? So this is how you can update the test case status in the test plan automatically in Playwright. So far you have seen how to run the Playwright automation test from the Azure DevOps pipeline and update the test case status in the test plan. Now let's see how to update the test case status in the test plan by running the Playwright automation test in the locally. So here I will go to the VS Code and here you can delete the JSON test report if it is already there. Then, so let's make sure that all the test cases are in active state. So let me make all these test cases as active. So here I'll say reset test to active. So let me refresh this test plan and all the test cases are in active state. Now, so we have to run the test cases, right? So here I will go back to the one of the my Playwright TypeScript tutorial full course repository. And here I have added the same YAML file, whatever we have used to run the test cases from the Azure DevOps pipeline. So this particular YAML file, what we have used there also. So simply I will copy this particular command, whatever we have used to run the Playwright automation test. And here I will execute the same command so that only 3 test cases will be executed. So if you see here, so 3 test cases are running here by using the 3 workers. So 2 test cases will pass and 1 will fail. So that will be the expected outcome. So if you see the report, so total test cases 3, 2 are passing and 1 is failing, correct? Now, so let me quit from the report by pressing Ctrl C. So we are done with the test case execution in the Playwright automation framework. Now we have to run the another command, right? So if you see this particular YAML file, so after running the test cases, so here we are running the another npx command where we are trying to run the run update TypeScript file. So let's run this command. So it will take few seconds because it has to make the get API call and patch API call. So firstly, we are just reading the test case title from the report and we are fetching the test case IDs and we are printing it here. And if you see here guys, so we are adding a message once we update the test case status in the test plan. So 3 is passing and test case 8 is failing, so which is expected. Test case 10 is passing and test case 11 is also passing, right? Now let's go back to the test plan and cross check the results here, whether test cases statuses are updated properly or not. So let me refresh this. So if you see here guys, so we are able to update the test case status in the test plan automatically, right? So only test case 8 is failing. Apart from that, rest all are passing here, right? So this is how you can update the test case status in the test plan automatically in Playwright.